Hey, sexy people. On this show, we cover a lot of topics, but today we're going to cover a topic that is very close to me, one that is very dear to me. And it better be important to you too. Let's talk about my background that's led up to my being such a great show host. Starting from the beginning, I was born right here. You are staring at that very rare specimen, what may be called a Manhattan local yokel. I shall stand still. Why not take a picture? Okay, I was a wild kid, so some of my idols included some overly cool dudes like Luke Duke, the Fonz, James Bond, Elvis, Evil, Axel, and of course, Johnny. These guys were all charmers, they were real risk takers, and they were real kings of cool. In fact, when I was 7 years old in Mrs. Sharrow's second grade class, we were asked to write a letter to anybody in the world. So I picked who else? My favorite idol, Johnny Carson. I wrote him a 6-page fan letter mentioning how I loved when Jack Hanna's monkeys would come out on stage and jump right on top of his head. He actually wrote me back. He said, "Thanks, kid. I like monkeys too." When I got a little older, I would watch the kids in my neighborhood. These kids were on motorcycles, getting chased by the cops. I thought, oh my God, these rotten kids are like real-life mini Evel Knievels. Brilliant. I knew I had to be just like them, so I asked my mom for a motorcycle. She said, "What? No way, kid." So then I proceeded to beg her for approximately 371 days straight. Then she said, "There you go. Just shut up, kid." Like they say back in Mother Russia, it is better to sleep with the man than to have to explain all the reasons why you won't. That's what they're saying back in Mother Russia? Yeah, that's crazy. And right then, that was the humble but really fast beginnings of what becomes a pretty cool ride, just like my other idol, Evel Knievel. Fast forward, I earned degrees in sociology, psychology, and criminal justice. Combined, I land my first job in investigations similar to my other idol, Bond, James Bond. After a ton of training and experience, I developed some pretty cool high-level interviewing techniques. Put to use, I was surprised at the questions that people would actually allow me to ask, and then even more surprised at the answers to those questions. Well, then eventually, after years of doing this, start to do it in my personal life, mostly out of habit, right? Well, now I'm even more surprised at the questions that people allow me to ask, and now I am blown away at the answers that people have for those questions. For instance, so one time I'm having drinks with this really sweet girl. She's a burn unit nurse from Utah. She tells me how she very quietly and quite illegally, I might add, euthanized her patients. Not funny. Another time, hanging out poolside, having drinks with this blonde Asian, she tells me when she was younger, she would make out with her German Shepherd while masturbating him to keep him from barking. Yeah. That's disturbing, but at least it's funny. But listen, not every interview needs to be American Horror Story or Howard Stern. Some stories can just be fun and friendly. Did you ever buy your mother a vibrator?
No, and I don't even need one. No.
What a response!
Not for my mother, but...
Not for his mother.
She just laughed and took it. She didn't return it.
Okay, cool. Do you cheat on your spouse?
No.
Or you should look me in the eyes. Do you cheat on your spouse?
No.
Mike, are you telling me you're fat? Do you cheat on your girlfriend?
Never, never.
Open your mouth and let me see. Linda, open your mouth and let me see. Let me see. Let me see, Linda. But some interviews are deadly serious and heart-wrenching. So Jeremy, tell me, how many times did your teacher rape you?
At least 8 times. Can you believe? She just wanted more and more. She couldn't get enough. She was so hot.
Weirdos, perverts. I'm obviously just playing around with those. The one question people ask me the most is, how did I get this name Tierney? They figure my brothers' names are Anarchy, Chaos, or Adolf. Their names are really Bill, Tony, and Larry. So in the end, I don't know. But the one thing I do offer is an easy way to remember it. With hand signals, as in Tierney. Tierney. Every once in a while, I get a little lucky and it catches on.